his first love to spend 3 nights with him. Before the wedding, my fiancé's mother invited his first love to spend 3 nights with him.
It's the Moretti way. Before the wedding, my son spends 3 nights with his past love. A gesture of gratitude, a proper goodbye.
The absurdity hit me like a slap. I turned to Marco. He didn't push back.
It's tradition, Bella. You want the Moretti name? You play by Moretti rules.
He just leaned back on the couch, lit a cigarette, and smirked.
Besides, you waited 8 years for this ring. It's 3 nights. You can handle it?
Everyone in that room expected me to lose it. I just nodded.
Fine. I respect the Moretti tradition.
Because 1 second earlier, my phone had buzzed. Luca Castellano, head of the Castellano Empire, the oldest and most powerful crime family on the East Coast. Also the man I personally burned 8 years ago when I turned down our arranged marriage to be with Marco. Bella, say the word. I'll make this disappear. 3 days later, on what was supposed to be my wedding night, the groomsmen shoved Marco through the bedroom door. They froze the second they saw the bed. I wasn't alone. I was lying there with a powerful, muscular man. Under everyone's shocked gazes, I lazily wrapped my arm around the man's waist.
Oh, I forgot to mention, my family has a tradition too. On the wedding night, the bride has a man of her choosing test the bed first, to make sure her groom actually measures up.
As Marco's mother declared their ridiculous custom before the guests, I said, fine, without a word of hesitation.
Start with a deep French kiss, Vanessa. Right here, right now.
Marco smiled. He grabbed Vanessa by the back of the neck and kissed her. Deep, slow, deliberate, right in front of me. The whole booth erupted. I watched for exactly 3 seconds. My voice cut through the noise.
The wedding is tomorrow, Marco. Don't be late.
I turned and walked out. Behind me, Tony's voice carried over the laughter.
Boss, your girl just watched you make out with your ex and didn't even flinch. You know how rare that is? Lucky bastard doesn't know what he's got.
I stopped walking.
Of course. She's been with me 8 years, and she survived 3 miscarriages. She can handle a little kiss.
The deepest pain of my life, and he just used it as a punchline.
The first time, we were still in college. Marco was just a runner for the family.
A kid right now is a liability, Bella.
So I walked into that clinic alone and made a choice I never recovered from. The second time, he'd just been promoted to capo. We were in Brooklyn for a meeting when a rival crew hit us. I was 2 months along. I lost the baby on a hospital hallway floor. The third time was 2 years ago. Ectopic pregnancy, internal bleeding, emergency surgery. They took one of my fallopian tubes. Afterward, Marco knelt at my bedside and slapped himself across the face. He cried. He swore he'd spend the rest of his life making it up to me. Now he's underboss. He's made it. And he's decided that means I have nowhere else to go. He thinks I can't live without him. He's about to find out how wrong he is.
I got home and went straight to I put my phone away, got in the car, and drove to my own wedding. Calm, dry-eyed, like I was running an errand.
By the time I sat down in the makeup chair, Gina was already shaking.
Madama! What is wrong with him? This isn't tradition, this is just cheating with extra steps. In front of the whole city? You cut off your entire family for this man, Bella. You went to war with your father. And Marco stood before God and swore he'd never hurt you. Now he's in bed with that Sicilian bitch the night before your wedding? Does he feel anything at all?
You know the first heilig would have my stress of us if we mourned him again. Probably not. When Marco and I got together, the Morettas were a second-near family at best. He was nobody, a street-level runner trying to climb. My father said,
Bella, you are a Serrano. You do not throw yourself away on a thug with ambition. Luca Castellano, that is the man you marry.
I told my father no. I walked away from the arranged marriage, walked away from my family, walked away from everything they'd built.
And Marco, he knelt before an icon of the Virgin Mary and swore on his life he would never betray me.
I've thought about when exactly I lost him. I think it was 6 months ago. A call from Palermo. Vanessa, freshly out of a relationship, coming home. That was it. That one phone call. 8 years, 3 losses, every sacrifice I made, and all it took was her voice on a line to pull him back.
Bella, please. Tell me you're not actually going through with this. Why are you still marrying him?
I looked at her. I reached up and wiped the tear from the corner of her eye.
You've known me your whole life, so you already know the answer.
In this family, women don't cry. We just make sure the debt gets paid. Blood for blood. 20 minutes before the ceremony, that's when Marco finally showed up.
His crew practically applauded.
Boss! 7 rounds last night? We weren't sure you'd make it out of bed.
Almost sent someone in your place.
You really don't give me enough credit.
Then his eyes found me. For just a second, something crossed his face. Surprise, maybe even guilt.
Damn, Bella. You almost make me feel guilty. Don't listen to those idiots. 7 rounds, they're joking. Vanessa had a stomachache this morning. Things ran a little late, that's all.
I smiled back and said nothing. Then a face popped out from behind him, grinning like the cat that got the green. Happy wedding day, Bella. So happy for you both. Vanessa.
She was a mess this morning. Begged to come. I didn't see the harm. Don't worry, the tradition's done. I'll keep my distance after today.
Beside me, Gina went sturdy. I put my hand on her arm before she could open her mouth. She came all this way. She's a guest. Vanessa looked me over, slowly, head to toe. Bella, your dress is lovely, very understated. Not every girl can pull off something so simple.
Then she turned to Marco with a playful pout.
Wait, didn't you get her a Vera Wang? Because I remember when we were 18, you told me our wedding to have a custom limited edition Vera Wang. The plaza, the Morelli family diamonds, 300 guests minimum. You said $1 million wedding was the only thing good enough. So, what happened? The whole room went silent. Every bridesmaid stopped breathing, eyes moving back and forth between us.
Marco cleared his throat.
Bella and I have been together so long. We're past needing all the fanfare.
Right. I'd always known. In his heart, the scale was never level. It was always tipped toward her. The photos, the tears. The DJ started warming up the ballroom. The big screens came alive with photos. Marco and me, 8 years of moments on a loop. Vanessa watched for maybe 30 seconds. Then she started crying.
Bella, I'm so jealous.
She said it to me. Her eyes went straight to Marco.
I don't think I'll ever get this. The doctors found something. Lupus. No cure. I just wanted to know what it felt like to have a wedding of my own. Just once. Before the end.
He watched her like she was the only person in the room. Then he turned to me.
Bella, let Vanessa take your place for the ceremony.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? You can't just swap out a bride. Who are you actually marrying, Marco? Her or Bella?
It's symbolic. We give her this one moment. Bella still signs the papers at City Hall tomorrow. Nothing changes.
He crouched down to my eye level. His voice went soft, his usual appeasing tone.
Bella, you made it through 3 days. What's 1 more hour? I promise you, Vanessa gets the vows, but the one in my bed tonight is you. A ceremony is just words. Tonight is what actually counts, isn't it?
Then he raised his hand and made the sign of the cross over his heart. The same gesture, the same hand, the same man who once swore before the Virgin Mary he would never betray me. From the ballroom, I could hear guests starting to murmur, wondering where the bride was. The bridesmaids were looking at me like I was already pathetic. I didn't care. Fine. Marco exhaled. He reached over and ruffled my hair, the way you'd pet a dog that finally sat on command.
That's my girl. Go up to the honeymoon suite. I'll be there the second the vows are done.
Honestly, I didn't want to say those vows anyway. I was more than happy to skip straight to the wedding night because I'd already prepared my wedding night surprise.
Downstairs, the ballroom was loud with music and toasts. Up here, it was just me.
This penthouse was the first thing Marco bought after he made capo. I was the one who decorated it. The bedding, the candles, the white rose petals scattered across the floor, every detail, chosen by my hands. I sat there looking at all of it and thought, what a waste.
Gina came through the door like she was trying to knock it off its hinges.
You give a staping on your wedding.
She was shaking.
That son of bitch!
The second you left, they killed the slideshow. Dawn for the wedding replaced every photo of you with pictures of him and Vanessa.
And the dress? You're not gonna believe this. He had $1 million wedding gown ready for her all along. They even brought in a whole new guest list. Now, half the room was Vanessa's family and friends. This was never your wedding, Bella. He used you to throw one for her. He did it because your father wasn't there. He saw no one watching your back, so he took the shot.
And he burned it all down with a smile. It's fine, Gina. I'm keeping a very careful tab. Every single thing gets paid back. He showed up around 8, drunk enough to sway slightly, satisfied enough to smile about it.
Bella. Ceremony's done. Vanessa's gone. From here on out, there's nothing between us. I mean it this time.
He dropped on Ted beside me and pulled me against his shoulder.
You're not mad about today, are you?
No.
He let out a long breath.
God, you are something else. Starting tonight, it's just you and me. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life.
His phone rang. The second he picked up, I could hear Vanessa on the other end, muffled, ragged, crying.
Marco.
Hello?
I didn't mean to bother you, but I fell down the stairs. There's so much blood.
Vanessa? What happened? Are you okay?
His face changed completely. He was already standing up, Marco lone to not in whirl.
Bella, I have to go.
You just said...
I know. This is the last time, I swear.
He raised his hand and made the sign of the cross over his heart. Third time he'd done that. Same hand, same chest, different lie.
30 minutes. I'll be back.
What a joke. How much is his promise even worth? Go. Once a man's heart wanders, nothing can hold him back. He grabbed his jacket and walked out without looking back. The suite fell silent. A moment later, the door creaked open. A tall silhouette filled the doorway. The man I'd been waiting for was finally here. 30 minutes later, the hallway exploded with noise. The groomsmen, hammered and howling.
Boss told us not to stir shit up? That's rich. He spends all night with Vanessa, 7 rounds no less, and now he's got nothing left for Bella? Bella's been loyal to him for 8 years. I'm the first one calling bullshit. Exactly, we're raising hell tonight. However it goes, Boss owes Bella her 7 rounds.
The laughing stopped like someone cut the power, every one of them frozen in the doorframe. Marco cleaned it up, put a bandage on it, and stood.
You're fine. Just a scrape on your thigh. Vanessa, I have to go. I'm Bella's husband now. This has to stop. All of it.
Marco grabbed his jacket off the chair.
You need something, you call Tony. He'll take care of you.
He meant it. For the first time in a long time, he actually meant it. Vanessa's eyes filled immediately. She grabbed his sleeve with both hands.
Marco, please, one more night. I don't have anyone here. I'm alone in this whole country and I'm scared and I just...
He pulled his arm free.
I can't.
He checked his watch. An hour. He'd promised me 30 minutes. He'd been gone a full hour. His phone was going insane. Bracked 30 per true minutes. The crew, back to back, 4 calls in 2 minutes. He figured it was the usual noise. Guys drunk at the party, wanting him back. He hit declined.
Marco frowned. That wasn't party noise. In the group chat, the first one stopped him cold. Boss, holy shit. Your wife's in bed with another man. The second one, Marco, man, answer your phone and get back here. Now. Marco scrolled down.
The image was blurry, shot fast, bad lighting, someone's shaking hand.
But the background was unmistakable. His penthouse, his honeymoon suite, the bed he'd told Bella to wait for him in. And in the middle of that bed, another man. Marco ripped his phone to his ear and called back. The background of the call was pure chaos.
What the hell is going on?
Tony's voice came through, hesitant and shaky.
We don't know, boss. We came up to pull a wedding night prank like we said before. And the second we burst in, there's a guy. He's half naked, lying right there in your bed. And Bella? She looks like she's pretty damn comfortable with him. Boss, you're being played. Get back here now.
Marco gripped the phone so hard his knuckles turned white. His eyes were bloodshot. Bella had been with him for 8 years. She loved him so much she'd set her own family on fire just to stay by his side.
How could she cheat?
In his mind, it didn't matter how far he would never leave him. They had spent years together. She was there when he was a nobody. She'd endured 3 miscarriages without a single complaint. She'd even kept her cool when he moved in with his ex right before their wedding.
There had to be a mistake. She couldn't be cheating.
Right then, Vanessa leaned over his shoulder and peeked at the screen. She let out a sharp gasp.
Marco! Your wife is sleeping around? How could she? It's your wedding night!
How does she have the nerve to bring some stray man into your honeymoon suite? Are you really gonna let her get away with this? Marco couldn't breathe. He couldn't wait another second. He grabbed his jacket and sprinted out the door.
When he slammed into the suite, the tension in the room was thick enough to cut with a knife. His crew was standing in a circle around the bed, surrounding the man. Tony stepped forward, his face twisted with anger.
Boss, finally. Don't worry, we've been guarding the place. This bastard hasn't had the chance to touch Bella yet. You got here just in time. Give us the word and we'll take him for a ride.
Marco's gaze shifted to the bed. Luca Castellano was lying there, right where Marco was supposed to be. He looked completely relaxed, as if he owned the room. He didn't even bother to look up when Marco walked in.
Marco, you're finally home. You said 30 minutes. I've been waiting over an hour.
Waiting? Waiting for me to catch you in the act? Bella, you better start explaining who the hell this guy is right now!
Of course. That's exactly why I waited for you to come back, so I could explain it to your face.
I reached out and pulled back the duvet. Slowly, right in front of everyone, I let my hand slide over Luca's firm, chiseled abs.
As Marco's face turned a violent shade of purple, I let out a soft laugh. This is what I told you about Marco, the Serrano family tradition. On the wedding night, the bride chooses a man to make sure the groom measures up, right in front of her husband. Marco froze for 2 seconds, his jaw twitching in pure rage.
Bella, are you fucking kidding me? What tradition? I have never heard of any family having a rule this insane or disgusting!
If a Marathi groom gets 3 nights with his ex, a Serrano bride gets a man of her own choosing.
I let out a cold, sharp laugh.
Marco, it doesn't work that way. You demanded that I stay quiet and accept your bullshit tradition. The least you can do is respect mine. The room went deathly silent.
That's when Gina came charging in.
What's the matter, Marco? You only follow Morelli rules? The Serrano family name doesn't mean anything to you?
She stared him down with a mocking smirk.
You spent 3 days in bed with your first love, 7 rounds, right? Bella doing this once on her wedding night? That seems pretty fair to me. Besides, a man's word is his bond. You gave her your word before the wedding that you'd accept this rule. You're not a liar, are you? She started grabbing the groomsmen by their arms and shoving them towards the hallway.
All right, the groom is here. The show is about to start. Let's go, boys. The husband needs some privacy to watch his bride and her ex-lover get down to business. Clear out!
Enough!
Marco finally snapped. He let out an animalistic roar that shook the room.
Bella, you're doing this on purpose, just to get back at me. This is revenge for me staying with Vanessa. For the last 3 days, you found some random guy just to fuck with me, didn't you?
Yes. Since he decided to say it out loud, I wasn't gonna pull any punches. I stared directly into his bloodshot eyes, a mocking smile playing on my lips.
Marco, you were the one who betrayed us first. You took my dignity, and you dragged it through the dirt for everyone to see. You cheated in broad daylight and expected me to just take it? Why on earth did you think I would stay silent while you spit in my face? And honestly, you gave your whole wedding to Vanessa. As far as the world is concerned, she's your wife. So who I sleep with really isn't any of your business, is it?
Marco suddenly went quiet.
Fine. I admit it. The tradition was a lie. The wedding was for Vanessa. I lied to you. But I had a reason, Bella. I had a reason for all of it. Vanessa has lupus. The doctors said there's no cure. She just wanted to feel loved one last time before she dies. She was on her knees, Bella. She was sobbing, begging me. I didn't have the heart to say no.
He looked at me, his voice trembling with a mix of desperation and guilt.
I told you I was done with her, and I meant it. I made it clear today. From this second on, I am yours.
I will be loyal. I will never speak to Vanessa again.
So stop this game. Send this man away, and I'll pretend tonight never happened.
Pretend it never happened? It was almost funny. Almost. He cheated on me. He spent 3 days in bed with another woman right under my nose. And now he was acting like he was doing me a favor by forgiving me? The audacity was staggering.
Marco's crew started chiming in, trying to smooth things over.
Come on, Bella, don't do this to the boss. He only said yes to Vanessa because he felt sorry for her. You know you're the only one he loves. You guys have 8 years of history. You can't just throw that away over a misunderstanding.
Exactly. It's your wedding night. Kick this guy out so we can all move on. Don't let this become a joke.
That's when Luca finally spoke.
You want to kick me out?
His voice was slow and smooth, like he was savoring a fine glass of bourbon.
Then make me.
Luca got out of bed with a deliberate, slow grace.
He walked over and wrapped a heavy, possessive arm around my shoulders. He looked at Marco with a look of pure, satisfied laziness.
Bella, you promised me tonight was mine. You're not going to break your word, are you?
Get your hands off her!
Marco lunged forward, ripping Luca's hand away from my shoulder. His eyes were burning with a manic fury.
Who the fuck are you to touch my wife? Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
Luca just brushed his sleeve where Marco had touched him and let out a soft, mocking huff.
I'm Bella's ex, and according to the Serrano family tradition, I'm the one spending the wedding night with her.
Bullshit! Bella never dated anyone before me. I'm her first, her only. She doesn't have an ex. You're a fake. You're just some guy she hired to piss me off.
Busted.
Luca's lips curled into a lazy, dangerous smirk.
You're right. I'm not Bella's ex-boyfriend. Actually, I'm her fiancé.
What are you talking about? I'm her fiancé. I'm the one she's marrying.
Marco. I cut him off, my voice cold and lethal. Don't forget, you already got married today. Your wife is Vanessa. The two of you stood in front of 300 guests and exchanged vows. You and I, we're done. I looked him straight in the eyes as the realization started to sink in. Luca is the man my parents chose for me years ago. Cerrone and Castellino families had this plan since we were kids. So yes, he's my actual fiancé. And if I want to spend a little time reconnecting with him, what business is it of yours?
Marco froze. Every bit of color drained from his face until he looked like a ghost. Luca let his gaze sweep across the room, looking at the crew like they were ants.
All right. I'm going to spend a wonderful night with my bride-to-be. Unless you guys are planning on staying to watch.
This is my house. I bought this place. This is my honeymoon suite, my bed. Gotta look at a treat. Best down. You don't get to come into my home and act like you own the place.
Luca looked around the room with fake curiosity.
You know what, you're right. This place is quaint.
He turned back to me, pulling me close and tucking a strand of hair behind my ear.
Let's go, Bella. I'm taking you home. I promise you'll forget this pathetic little room ever existed before the sun comes up.
He tightened his grip on my waist and started leading me toward the door. Marco threw himself in front of us, grabbing my wrist with a desperate, crushing grip.
Let her go! I'm not letting you take Bella anywhere. She's my wife. You have no right.
Let go of her.
Luca's eyes finally turned cold. Marco refused to budge. The standoff lasted less than 3 seconds before the door was kicked open. A group of men in sharp black suits swarmed the room. The light caught the holsters beneath their jackets. Before Marco could even blink, 2 soldiers had him pinned by the arms. He thrashed against them, his voice rising to a frantic, grief-stricken howl.
Get off me! Who the hell are you? You can't do this! Hurry! Bella, just take my wife! You can't just take my wife!
As Luca led me toward the door, Marco's screams started to break. The rage turned into a pathetic, choked-up sob.
Bella, please, don't go, come back! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have lied. It's you, Bella. You're the one I really love. You're the only one I wanted to marry. Please, don't leave with him.
I felt nothing. His love was so cheap. I didn't even look back as I walked out of the room.
Once we were gone, the soldiers tossed Marco onto the floor like a piece of trash. He stayed there on his knees, his entire body shaking with a mix of fury and heartbreak.
Why, Bella? How could you do this to me?
His crew was finally starting to snap out of their shock. Tony swallowed hard, his face going pale as he looked at the retreating soldiers.
Boss, I thought that guy looked familiar. Those weren't just hired muscle. Those were Castelloni soldiers.
That man, that was Luca Castellano, the head of the Castellano Empire. Finance, real estate, weapons, they own the whole East Coast. Even the politicians are in their pocket. Boss, this isn't a fight, this is an execution. We can't win this.
After we left Marco's penthouse, Luca drove me straight back to the Serrano estate. The moment my parents saw me walk through the door with Luca, their eyes filled with tears. There were no lectures. No, I told you so. My father just pulled me into a hug, his voice thick with emotion.
You're home. That's all that matters.
Seeing how much older my parents looked, how the gray had settled into their hair, I couldn't hold it back anymore.
Mom, Dad, I'm so sorry. I was wrong.
8 years ago, I was obsessed with Marco. He was a nobody back then. My parents tried everything to stop me, but I wouldn't listen to anyone. I remember my father told me,
Marco isn't for you, Bella. One day you're gonna come back here in tears.
It took 8 years, but he was right. I had lost everything. My mother squeezed my hand, her eyes soft.
It's okay, baby. We were all young and stubborn once. You found your way back. That's enough for me.
My father looked over at Luca, a proud smile touching his lips.
Now that she's home, we should get the wedding back on schedule. This kid has been in love with you since he was a teenager, Bella. After all these years, he finally got his wish.
I saw tips of Lucas's ears turn bright red, looking uncharacteristically flustered.
Mr. Serrano, Mrs. Serrano, I should probably head out and let you have some family time.
Bella, go walk Luca to his car.
My mother nudged me.
I walked him out to the porch, and for a long moment, neither of us said a word. I'd always known Luca liked me. Our families were close, and we grew up together. But Luca was a nightmare back then.
He was a troublemaker, and he expressed his feelings by being an absolute jerk.
In high school, he intimidated every guy who tried to get close to me. On the night of our senior prom, he actually put out a warning that nobody was allowed to ask me to dance. I ended up sitting in a corner alone all night, the laughingstock of the school. I was so furious, I told him I'd never speak to him again.
After that, I hated him. Then I met Marco, fell head over heels, and stopped looking at anyone else. Over the years, I wiped Luca out of my life entirely. But I never imagined that while I was busy building a life with Marco, the man I hated most was actually waiting for me the whole time. I thought back to the text he sent me that morning. He had heard from somewhere that my wedding with Marco was falling apart. Almost instantly, he sent that message. Bella, if you need me, I'm ready to settle the score for you. I didn't take it seriously at first, because of everything that happened in the past. He was the last person on earth I wanted to call. But standing here on the porch, looking up at this tall, silent man, I felt a wave of confusion mixed with guilt. Were those jerky things he did when we were kids because he hated me, or because he just didn't know how to speak the language of love?
What does he want from me now? A new game to play? Or is this actually the devotion of a dawn? After what Marco did to me, I don't think I can ever truly believe in a man's heart again. But regardless of the future, right now, Castellino backing is the best thing we could have.
Luca, I don't think this is fair to you. I spent 8 years with Marco. I gave him everything. I lost 3 babies for him. Someone like me, I'm not good enough for you. You deserve someone better.
Stop.
Luca reached out, his thumb gently pressing against my lips to quiet me.
Bella, that was your past. It isn't a stain on who you are. You gave your heart to someone who didn't deserve it. You were the victim. That isn't a crime. Why on earth would that mean you don't deserve to be happy? You owe that man nothing. You owe yourself everything.
He looked at me, his gaze burning with a fierce, solemn sincerity.
I've loved you for a long time, Bella, which means I accept every single part of you. Let the past be the past.
His eyes were full of hope and honesty.
Give yourself a chance, and give me one too, okay?
Before my mind caught up, I nodded. My wedding with Luca was set for next month. The invitations went out almost immediately.
The night Marco heard the news, he came looking for me. It had only been a few days, but he looked like a ghost of himself.
He was gaunt, his eyes were sunken and dark, and his face was covered in a messy, unshaven stubble. His suit was wrinkled, and his hair, usually perfectly slicked back, was a disaster.
Bella, don't do this. Don't marry him.
He reached out and grabbed my hand.
I fucked up. I know I did. But I'm done with Vanessa. She's gone. I swear on my life, I'll never see her again. Just please, don't marry Luca Castelloni. We were together for 8 years. You were willing to turn your back on your own parents for me. Why are you being so cold now? How can you just walk away without giving me a single chance? Bella, this is cruel.
I ripped my hand out of his grip. I was so tired of the drama. Marco, I gave you 8 years of chances. I waited nearly a decade for you to decide I was worth a ring. I endured everything. But you crossed the line when you brought her into our bed before the wedding even started. Go away. It's over. In that moment, I was just grateful we hadn't made it to City Hall to sign those papers. I turned around and walked away without looking back. Marco stood there in the street, looking like a man who had lost the entire world. He had nowhere to go, no one to turn to.
He ended up stumbling into his private club, ordering the strongest grappa they had, and knocking back glass after glass like he was trying to drown himself. His crew couldn't stand to watch it. They took turns trying to talk sense into him.
Boss, stop it! You're gonna kill yourself at this rate. Bella is marrying someone else. Drinking yourself into a coma won't bring her back. She's gone!
But no one could get through to him. Finally, Tony and the guys tracked down Vanessa and brought her to the club.
Find Vanessa.
Hoping she could calm him down, but it only made things 1,000 times worse. Vanessa snatched the
to pay. At the hospital, Marco didn't give her a choice. Under his terrifying threats, Vanessa was forced to undergo a full battery of tests. When the results finally came back,
The truth was worse than anything he could have imagined.
she didn't have lupus. She was in the late stages of syphilis.
Marco felt like he'd been struck by lightning. In that second, his whole world came crashing down.
You bitch.
He lunged at her, his hands clamping around Vanessa's throat, his eyes nearly popping out of his head with rage.
You were sleeping around in Europe and caught a goddamn disease! You told me it was lupus!
You tricked me into your bed just to rot me from the inside out! I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
Because of her, he had lost the woman he loved, and now his body was likely tainted, too. His entire life was in ruins, and it was all because of her.
What are you screaming about?
You were the one who cheated! You were the one who couldn't stay out of my bed! You thought Bella was weak. You thought she was a doormat who would let you do whatever you wanted. Don't you dare pin this on me, you selfish coward! You wanted to call me your true love while keeping Bella around to wait on you. I saw right through you from day one.
The words pushed Marco over the edge. He lost every ounce of reason, squeezing her throat harder and harder, determined to watch the life leave her eyes. It took 3 hospital security guards to pull him off her. Vanessa didn't wait around. She stumbled out of the hospital, bruised and gasping, and caught the very first flight out of the country. She vanished back to Europe before the sun even went down. Marco wandered out of the hospital like a hollow shell of a man. He drifted through the streets, his mind a chaotic blur. He saw flashes of Bella's smile from years ago, the warmth of their life together, then the memory of his heat with Vanessa, and finally, this is exactly what you deserve. His legs finally gave out.
Marco! Marco!
Exhausted, broken, and terrified of the poison in his blood, Marco collapsed on the sidewalk as the world... When Marco opened his eyes again, he was back in the hospital. For a moment, he didn't remember how he got there.
Boss, the doctor is here. Mr. Moretti, your test came back positive. We need to begin treatment immediately.
There it was. The price of Vanessa's lie had finally reached his blood.
The first face that flashed through his mind wasn't Vanessa's. It was mine.
Bella. Give me my phone! I need to call her.
Boss, today is her wedding.
While Marco was drowning in the wreckage of his choices, I was standing in front of a mirror, wearing white for a second time.
You look beautiful, baby.
Are you ready, sweetheart?
I am.
Luca was waiting at the end of the aisle. For once, the man who had waited for me his whole life didn't look smug at all. He looked nervous.
My father walked me down the aisle. This time I wasn't walking towards humiliation. I was walking away from it.
I don't want the version of you the world thinks is easiest to love. I want all of you, Bella. The broken parts. The angry parts. The parts still learning how to breathe.
I can't promise I'm healed. But I can promise I'm done living for the man who broke me. If you'll walk beside me, Luca, I'll try.
Boss, it already started. You can't make it in time.
I have to see her.
He should have stayed in that hospital bed. But regret has a way of making dying men run.
Please.
You may kiss the bride.
And just like that, I became Mrs. Castellino. Marco arrived just in time to see the ending.
No.
Not the ending he wanted, the ending he deserved. By noon, every family on the East Coast knew. Bella Serrano was no longer the discarded almost wife of Marco Moretti. She was Mrs. Castellino. And the ring on my finger was not just a wedding ring, it was a warning. The morning after the wedding, Luca took me downstairs for breakfast.
The entire Castellino household stood waiting in perfect silence. Soldiers, house staff, advisors, captains.
Every eye lowered the second I entered the room.
Good morning, Donna Castellino.
For 8 years, I had been treated like Marco's shadow. Now men twice my age bowed their heads because I walked beside Luca. I should have felt powerful. Instead, I felt strangely calm. Power didn't make noise. Power simply entered a room and changed the temperature. Luca pulled out my chair himself. A few captains exchanged surprised looks. He noticed. His voice went cold.
My wife does not stand while any man in this house sits.
Every chair scraped back at once. Luca,
Yes, wife?
I don't need them scared of me because you ordered it.
Then make them scared of you for their own reasons.
Before I could answer, the butler stepped in.
Donna, Don Serrato is here. And the Moretti family has requested an emergency meeting.
A slow smile touched my lips. Of course they had. The Morettis had laughed when I had no one standing behind me. Now that the Castina crest was on my hand, they suddenly remembered respect. Tell them I'll see them tonight.
You don't have to.
I know. I lifted my coffee cup. It's why I'm going. The meeting was held at the old Serrano cigar room. My father sat on one side, Luca sat beside me on the other. Across the table were Marco's father, his mother, Tony, and 3 Moretti elders who looked like they had aged 10 years overnight. Marco was not there. His mother tried to smile.
Bella, sweetheart, surely we can handle this like family.
Family?
You were with Marco for 8 years. We all loved you.
No, you used me for 8 years. You used my name when the Morettos needed legitimacy. You used my money when Marco needed backing. You used my silence when he humiliated me. And on my wedding day, you gave my dress, my ceremony, my vows, and my guests to another woman.
We admit mistakes were made.
Marco's father lowered his eyes. Mistakes. My voice stayed soft. That word is for spilt wine, not public humiliation. One elder cleared his throat.
What do you want, Donna Castellina?
There it was. Not Bella, not sweetheart. Donna Castellina. I placed a file on the table. The Moretti waterfront contracts, the Brooklyn trucking routes, the 3 shell companies registered under Marco's name.
That would cripple us.
Marco's father went pale.
No, that would keep you alive.
Marco's mother slammed her hand on the table.
This is extortion!
I turned to her. No. Extortion is when a weak person begs for mercy from someone stronger. This is repayment. I smiled. Tony looked sick. Marco's father swallowed hard.
And Marco?
Marco loses his seat as underboss, publicly. For the first time, my smile disappeared. His mother gasped. Marco arrived 20 minutes late. For once, no one applauded. He looked thinner than he had at the gate. The arrogance was gone from his face. What remained was worse. Need, regret. A man suddenly realizing that love was not a door he could keep unlocked forever.
Bella.
He said my name like a prayer. Luca's hand rested against the back of my chair. Not touching me, not controlling me. Just there. Marco
That night, Vanessa resurfaced. Not in New York, not in Palermo, online. A video spread through every private group chat in the city before midnight. Vanessa sat in a dim hotel room, face bruised, hair messy, eyes wide with fake terror.
My name is Vanessa Ricci. If anything happens to me, blame Bella Serrano and Luca Castellino.
I watched the video from Luca's studio.
She's desperate. She knows the Morettis can't protect her anymore.
On screen, Vanessa pressed a trembling hand to her chest. Vanessa continued her performance.
Marco loved me. Bella couldn't accept it. She sent Luca's men after me. She ruined my life because Marco chose me first.
Luca's expression darkened.
I'll have it taken down.
No.
Bella?
Leave it up. He looked at me. Gina stopped pacing.
Are you insane?
No. Vanessa wants attention. So let's give her a stage. Luca studied me for a long moment, then his mouth curved faintly.
What are you planning?
I looked back at the screen, at Vanessa's tearful performance. For 8 years, I swallowed humiliation because I thought dignity meant silence. I was wrong. Sometimes dignity meant letting your enemy talk long enough to hang herself. I closed the laptop. She wants to be the tragic woman in this story. Fine. Tomorrow night we host a charity gala.
A gala?
Yes. I turned to Luca. Invite the press. Invite every family. Invite the Morettis.
And Vanessa?
My smile sharpened, especially Vanessa.
The gala was held in the Castellino Conservatory. Glass ceilings, white orchids, champagne towers, a room full of powerful people pretending they had never enjoyed watching me suffer.
I wore black. Luca stood beside me, one hand resting at my waist, his face unreadable. When I stepped onto the small stage, the room quieted. Tonight, the Castelloni and Serrano families are launching a protection fund for women abandoned, threatened, or exploited by criminal households. A ripple moved through the crowd. I saw Marco at the back, pale, hollow, watching me like I was the last light in a burning city. Then the doors opened. Vanessa walked in wearing a white dress and a black veil. Dramatic, predictable, perfect. She stumbled forward.
You hypocrite! You talk about protecting women? You destroyed me because Marco loved me!
Every head turned. Vanessa pointed at me. Marco's face twisted.
Vanessa, stop.
She ignored him.
I was dying. I had lupus. I just wanted one wedding before the end.
I looked at Gina. She pressed a button. The screen behind me lit up.
You wanted Belly waiting at home while you called me your true love. This is exactly what you deserve!
Hospital security footage. Vanessa screaming at Marco. Then came the medical report. Not lupus. The room exploded into whispers. I stepped down from the stage. You weren't dying, Vanessa. My voice was calm. You were lying. She lunged at me. Before she came close, Luca caught her wrist.
Touch my wife and you lose the hand.
You wanted my wedding so badly. Congratulations. Everyone is looking at you now. Vanessa was dragged out, but not before she laughed. It was sharp, ugly, almost victorious.
You still don't know, do you?
I stopped.
That Brooklyn attack? The one where you lost your baby.
She looked straight at me. The room went silent. My breath caught before I could stop it. Vanessa smiled through her tears.
It wasn't random.
Marco staggered forward.
What did you say?
Vanessa's eyes flicked toward his mother.
Ask her.
Every person in the room turned. Marco's mother went white.
That girl is diseased and hysterical.
Oh, please. You paid people to make sure Marco came home scared. You didn't want Bella pregnant with his child. You said a Serrano baby would put a leash around your son's neck forever.
That girl is diseased and hysterical.
Vanessa laughed harder.
Oh, please. You paid people to make sure Marco came home scared. You didn't want Bella pregnant with his child. You said a Serrano baby would put a leash around your son's neck forever.
She said nothing. The silence answered for her.
Something inside me went cold. I remembered the hospital hallway, the blood.
Marco had held me afterward. He had cried. He had sworn it was just bad luck.
The sound of my own voice, begging someone to help.
I turned away because if I looked at his mother any longer, I might forget every rule I had learned.
Luca moved beside me.
Bella,
His voice was soft.
say the word.
For the first time since marrying him, I understood exactly how dangerous devotion could be.
I looked at Marco's mother. No. Everyone stared. I lifted my chin. Death is too easy. For 3 days, Luca's men tore through the past. Old phone records, cash transfers, a warehouse security log from Brooklyn, a hospital intake delay that had always been explained away as chaos. By the 4th morning, Gina placed the final file in front of me. Tony's name was on it. I found him in the chapel behind the old Moretti Club. He was drunk, pale, and praying like God still answered men like him.
Bella, I didn't know she was pregnant!
He stood too fast. I said nothing. Tony began shaking.
I swear on my mother, I didn't know. Marco's mother told us to leak the meeting location. She said it was just to scare him, to remind him family came first.
And after? His eyes filled.
After the hospital, I figured it out.
Did Marco? Tony looked away. That was all I needed. My fingers tightened around the pew. He knew?
Not at first.
Tony's voice broke.
Years later, when he became underboss, his mother told him enough. Not everything, but enough.
Chapel blurred for half a second. Marco had known. Maybe not that day. Maybe not while I bled on the floor, but later. He had known his family's ambition had cost me a child, and he had still let me sit at their table, still let his mother call me daughter, still let me plan a wedding in their name. Tony fell to his knees.
I'm sorry.
I looked at him. You're not sorry. My voice was empty. You're just finally afraid. Marco came to the Serrano estate before sunset. No guards, no crew, no pride, just him, standing outside the gates like a man waiting for judgment.
I agreed to see him in the courtyard. Luca didn't stop me. He only said,
I'll be close.
For once, that was enough.
Marco looked destroyed.
I found out 2 years ago.
He said before I could speak. His voice was rough, almost dead.
After I became underboss, my mother was drunk. She said she had saved me from being trapped.
I didn't move.
I asked her what she meant. She told me pieces, not all of it. I swear I didn't know everything.
Not everything!
But you knew enough. Tears slipped down his face.
Yes.
The honesty was too late to matter.
I hated her for it.
He whispered. I hated myself.
But if I exposed her, the family would collapse. I told myself it wouldn't bring the baby back. I told myself protecting the future mattered more than digging up the past.
Our child was not the past. He flinched like I had struck him. I stepped closer.
You didn't just cheat on me, Marco. You buried me alive inside your family and called it love. He sobbed.
Tell me what to do. Anything! I'll do anything!
I looked at the man I once would have died for. Then I finally saw him clearly. Small, weak, late. Live.
What?
He blinked. Live with it. I turned away.
That's the only punishment you deserve. The commission gathered 2 nights later. 5 families, 1 long table, no raised voices. That was how real power worked. The loud men were usually the ones about to lose. Marco's mother sat at the far end, dressed in black lace like a grieving saint. Almost admired the performance. Almost. Luca stood behind my chair. My father sat to my left. Marco sat across from me, hollow-eyed and silent. The head of the Romano family spoke first.
Donna Castellino, you asked for this hearing. State your claim.
I placed the evidence on the table. The Moretti family ordered that led to the Brooklyn attack 8 years ago. The attack caused the death of my unborn child. A heavy silence fell.
This is a family matter.
No. This is a blood debt. The old men looked at one another. They understood that language. I continued. I am not asking for her death. Marco's mother looked relieved. For the rest of her life, she will have no family protection, no access to Moretti funds, no seat at any table, and no right to use the Moretti name. Her relief vanished.
You can't erase me!
I'm not erasing you. I leaned forward. I'm making sure everyone remembers exactly what you are. Then I looked at Marco. As for Marco Moretti, he keeps his life, nothing else. His father closed his eyes. The vote was unanimous.
Marco's mother screamed as they stripped the ring from her hand. Marco never moved.
He only looked at me and whispered,
I'm sorry.
This time, I didn't answer. Some apologies deserved silence. 3 weeks later, the Moretti Empire collapsed quietly. No war, no street bloodshed, just frozen accounts, broken alliances, missing contracts, and doors that no longer opened. People called it merciful. They were wrong. Mercy would have been quick. This was precision. Marco sold his penthouse first. Then the private club. Then the car I once helped him choose.
I heard he moved into a small apartment above an old booker shop in Queens. I didn't visit. I didn't ask. I didn't care. At least, that's what I told myself. One rainy afternoon, Luca found me in the library staring at nothing.
Thinking about him?
I looked up, thinking about who I was with him.
And?
I don't hate that girl anymore. His expression softened.
She got you here.
She survived.
No, she fought.
For a long moment, neither of us spoke. Then Luca placed a sealed envelope on the table. What is that?
One of my men found it in Vanessa's luggage when she was caught trying to leave through the docks.
I opened it. Inside was a ledger page. Old. Names, dates, payments. My eyes moved down the list. Moretti, Ricci, and then Castellino. My blood went cold. Luca saw my face change.
Bella.
Bella's voice. I turned the page toward him, his expression frozen. At the bottom was a signature. His uncle, Salvatore Castellano, the man who had raised Luca after his father died. I looked at my husband. How long has your family been lying to me too?